Tennessee American Water says the water main break has been repaired. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bliss Ekman. The company says they have maintained state water quality standards throughout this event, but everyone wants to know, is the water ready to use? We've received a lot of phone calls in the newsroom regarding the distinction of the water boil advisory, whether it's mandatory or voluntary. We spoke to a restaurant owner downtown today who was also confused as to what the advisory really means. NewsChannel 9's Aaron Cooper breaks down the timeline of the terminology surrounding the warning.
Officials at Saturday morning's press conference on Chattanooga's water outage addressed a key issue.
I want to hit something head on, the boil water advisory. It's been a point of contention.
And a point of confusion, says Taco Mac manager Heather Nolan.
Unfortunately, the message has been somewhat confusing as far as the water alert, the boil alert.
Those who have been working the water main break situation say the message about the boil water advisory that's been in effect since Friday has always been clear.
Out of an abundance of precaution for our customers, we have asked our customers to boil water. That's been our message from the beginning. It's still our message today.
However, it appears that's not the case. At 3:30 yesterday afternoon, Daphne Kirksey, a spokeswoman for Tennessee American Water Company, referred to the issued advisory as, quote, voluntary. In an email sent Saturday morning at about 9:15, Amy Maxwell, a spokeswoman for the Hamilton County Office of Emergency Management, gave a reminder saying, quote, a mandatory boil water advisory remains in effect for the time being. The different categorization of the advisory has made it difficult for restaurant owners.
Whether it was mandatory or suggested, we're boiling our water because we found out that it is mandatory.
Tennessee American Water Company says they don't want to categorize the kind of advisory this is.
The mandatory, voluntary, it's gotten thrown around too much.
However, emergency management offered this explanation.
Instead of saying a voluntary or mandatory, we're just recommending. Tennessee American Water Company is recommending their customers to boil their water.
Despite the different interpretations of the advisory, this has remained consistent. Drinking bottled water, as opposed to the tap, is the safer option until officials have deemed this safe to sip. Reporting in Chattanooga, I'm Aaron Cooper.
Here's the best we can tell you after this most recent communication. Boiling water is recommended but not mandatory.